Hello, friends! I forget how fast we go live. When I click that button, I always expect there to be a little bit of a delay. Hey, I am tweeting that I'm live. Yay! So that's what I'm doing right now. How is everybody's Thursday going? I don't have chat pulled up to look at it. That's how my Thursday's going. Hi, friends. Yeah, I am just, goodness gracious, am I in, baby zonked out mode. If you guys watched my Pathfinder character creation stream from last month, then you got to meet Hannah, who is the best baby of all time, if you were wondering. Yeah, bless her little heart. She is going through a growth spurt, and so she is at all times starving and exhausted. Which means me and my husband Liam are at all times starving and exhausted. At least exhausted. But you know what, guys? She went to bed half an hour ago. And I'll take it. I've got the baby monitor on my phone, too. So, yay! Okay. All right. Just gonna tweet that I'm going live. Going live now. Cool. Tweet. Excellent. Love this. Okay. I need to make sure that that's muted. Yes. Okay. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. So, I can see chat now. Excellent. I hope everybody is having a good day. I am. Sorry, I'm tired, but I've got some tea. I have my voice this time. I didn't have a voice last time I did a stream, and it was just gone. I had an improv show not long after that, and it was a musical improv show. Howdy, Barler the Brave. How are you doing? I went up to sing. We were playing a game. It's called Sounds Like a Song, and it's like you're just doing a regular improv scene, and every once in a while your musical accompaniment, for me it's us or it's our pianist. He'll break in and yell whatever the last line you said and be like, sounds like a song, and then you have to improv a song off of that, and it's very, very fun. So he did that to me, and I got up there and I was about to belt my little heart out, and then I opened my mouth to sing, and a frog croak was all that came out. It was and so I had to cough and clear my throat, and then I could do my song. So I'm really glad my voice is back. I've got some lovely tea going. I need a little, it's like green tea chai. It's really lovely. I need a little bit of caffeine to keep me awake here. Again, it's the baby. So, bless her little heart. All right, I've got to make sure I've got the monitor on. And I've got OBS set up, which is all good. And I can see chat. I think we're ready to go. Okay, friends. So, last we left off, we are playing, I should probably introduce myself. I'm sorry. I'm so good at streaming. Hi, guys. I'm Maddie. You can find me at Frankly Maddie C over on Twitter. I do these streams once a month. This is solo Call of Cthulhu, which I think is really fun here on Amateurish Productions. I sometimes DM little one-shots here on Amateurish Productions. We need to do another one of those soon. Those are really fun for me. You can also find me playing in a Power Rangers TPRPG over on the Dapper Dinosaurs channel called Top Hats Off. And that's also where I do some science communication stuff. So in my real life, I am in fact a graduate student in meteorology. And so sometimes I like to debunk pseudoscience for fun and profit. Not profit, but most just for fun and to hang out with friends. Anyway, so that's me. And we are going through, we've started the adventure Alone Against the Dark, which is one of 4 published solo adventures by Chaosium for Call of Cthulhu Edition 7. That's what we're doing. That's what today is. And we've played Alone Against the Flames. That was very fun. We ended up exploding New Hampshire, which I'm pretty proud of as a result, to be honest. And with this one, we are Professor Lewis Grunwald. So just to recap from last time, Professor Lewis Grunwald, who's a 53-year-old professor from Massachusetts, he got a telegram from his friend, whose name I am pronouncing as Galir because I'm a big Dimension 20 fan, that Galir was in prison in Athens and he needed Professor Grunwald to come and help him. So we left, we got on a ship, we headed to Athens. While on the ship, we were stabbed 2 separate times. 2 times while on the ship. So that was upsetting. And then we arrived in Athens. We immediately went to the police station to see our friend. And when we got there, he had died. And he had died apparently by suicide. And so with that, we had a bite of lunch. We met a man named Richard Hawks, who told us to meet him at the Parthenon that night at sundown. And then we went to go investigate some more regarding our friend's death. And we were able to get access to a letter that he had written to us. And in that letter, he details this whole plot by the cult of the ancient god Atan, who I'm pretty sure is an Egyptian god. Yeah, that's my friend, the Dapper Dinosaur, was telling us that towards the end of that video. And that the cult of Atan has this goal. They need to get a device that had recently, it's called the Carpathos device, and it had been lost at sea the last time the cult tried to pull off their sinister plot, but it recently washed ashore on the island of Carpathos. And so that device is used in a ritual to create a crystal octahedron that can spin like a top, and that device is called the Top of Atan. And then the cult needs to take the top down to furthest south to the last city of the oldest beings. And this ritual with spinning the Top of Atan will summon their god and will alter Earth's rotation so that like life on Antarctica warms up and will be green and fertile, and the rest of the planet will not. That is their goal. So that is what we have learned here in our first day in Athens. And last time I was using their pre-generated character, and I missed the part where 150 of the skill points hadn't been spent yet, so we were kind of going back and forth between character sheets. So I've built out Professor Grunwald appropriately, and I just used those 150 skill points. Let me scroll, I'll show you. So I put them in anthropology, about 50 in anthropology, 50 in archaeology, and 50 in spot hidden. I feel like our good professor would be particularly have good attention to detail, so that spot hidden felt good. And then I put all of his other stats into the normal character sheet. So we've got this. I have my luck from last time is down to 45. So I do use the alternative rule that lets me spend luck to kind of make a dice roll, a roll that I had failed succeed. But I am going to hold myself to, you can't spend more than 10 points of luck on any given roll. So that's a rule. Oh, thank you, Barlow the Brave. Aten or Aten was the Egyptian deity usually depicted as the disk of the sun. Oh, okay, very cool. Sorry, my mythology knowledge is lacking to play, is severely lacking to play Call of Cthulhu. Okay. Okay, so this is where we were. And so we left off after reading that letter. And so what I think we're going to do is go check into a hotel, have Lewis check into a hotel, and then head over to the Parthenon. Let's see. Oh, and if you'll notice, I am down 1 health point from that last stabbing. Okay. So I'm going to go to the expensive hotel because Professor Grunwald, because I am tired of being stabbed. I don't want to be stabbed again. I want to go to a nice hotel that's probably going to have better security, and I will be able to get room service. So let's go to that expensive hotel. Expensive hotel. This is the best class of hotel. It has 24-hour room service. On my second night here, I can roll a d10 with a result of 9 or 10. There's this. So on the second and third night, I can go to any Athens locations. Cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, so nothing happens at the hotel, but we go. I check into the hotel. I put my bags down, and I am going to leave from there to the Parthenon to meet Richard Hawkes. Okay. So here we go. Going to the Parthenon. The majestic temple columns glow golden yellow in the setting sun, deepening to blue as you clamber across the rubble to reach the lonely inner court. The beauty of the scene somehow oppresses you, and gradually you sink into your own thoughts. As you ponder the suicide of Galir, a scream abruptly brings you to the present. The cry seems to come from nowhere. Suddenly, you're aware of your isolation and vulnerability in the deepening gloom. If you try to hide, go to 14. If you decide to sneak away, go to 18. If I try to stroll casually away, go to 19. I think my instinct here is going to be to hide. So let's go to 14. Got to figure out a better way. My Acrobat auto zoom. You know what I'm going to do? Sorry, I need to open my, what I'm reading from in preview instead of Acrobat, because then I can actually set the zoom and I'm not like squinting at my own computer screen. So sorry about that. Downloads. Okay, downloads, and then the file name is something weird. Yeah, okay, perfect. Open with preview. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now it's zoomed appropriately. And it was 14. That's where we were at. We were at 14 to try to hide. Okay. You crouch in the gloomy shadows. Soon you hear slow, shuffling footsteps from many directions. Do you wish you'd run instead? Somehow, I count myself glad that I can't make out the faces of the approaching figures. Figures which move as though alive and yet remind me of the dead. Now I'm sure they see me, and I begin to panic. To run, go to 20... I can run or stand up and use fast talk to get out of this. I don't have any points in fast talk, so I'm going to run. Something grabs you. Make a strength roll. Okay. Strength roll. My strength isn't very good. But let's roll. Okay. So oh no, I rolled a 94. Oh, I failed that miserably. I have a strength of 70, mind you. I have old man strength. But I rolled a 94, so absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, no. Okay. So I failed my strength roll. It failed. A second thing grabs me. Their combined strength is 140. Make an opposed roll against the combined strength. Combined strength. Okay. I'm so sorry, team. I've got to figure out how to do a opposed strength roll. Opposed strength roll. Call of Cthulhu. What are the rules for that? Okay, both sides make a skill roll and compare their levels of success. Okay, so we will roll for the dudes, for the people grabbing me first. Okay. Oh, geez. They rolled a 20, which is absolutely... That's an extreme success. So I have to roll an extreme success just to get to try this again. Okay. Cool. So I need to get below a 14. Oh, my God. Oh my God, you guys, I rolled 100. Okay, so fully failed that. And on a fail, a third one grips me, and all three begin tearing at my flesh. I feel the chill air with my screams. It is the end. Okay, so I died. Jeez. Okay, Professor Grunwald is ripped apart at the Parthenon. That was quick, yeah. So let's grab the next, we're gonna grab the next character and get started. Okay, that's fun. So let's grab, yeah, okay, well, so this game is very deadly, this particular module, so they give you 4 pre-built characters. So let's recycle. Let's go to the next one. And file. I would like to. There we go. I'd actually. There. Okay. I would like to, Alright, I'm duplicating my character sheet, and now we're opening it. Brilliant. And you guys should be seeing the blank one, hopefully. No. Okay. Let me check OBS. Yes, okay, good. Sorry, you're seeing Savannah Cedarwoods, who died a couple adventures ago. Alright, so let's get this going. Alright, our next character is, where are my pre-gens for... Okay, so our next character is going to be Ernest Holt. He's an industrialist. Okay. E-R-N-E-S-T, Ernest. E-R-N-E-S-T. Come on now. Ernest Holt. Industrialist. We don't really care about his birthplace. He resides in New York City, and he is 62 years old. Okay. New York City. Jeez. Okay. 62. Probably uses he, him. Alright. Buddy has a strength of 45. Okay. See, I hate doing editing a PDF on stream, because whenever my computer is running OBS, it takes all its RAM, and so it hates me. We've got a... You know what? I'm going to try to pull up that PDF on my phone. Because I only have one screen. Okay, we're going to do this. Holt. Lulu. Bam. Okay. Excuse me, it's Holt, not Hold. Okay, now I'm not having to switch between two screens here on my laptop. So we'll close that. Beautiful. Okay. Ernest Holt, industrialist. Strength 45. Con is 35. Size is 80. Big man. Okay. 80. Dex 55. Come on. Okay, well, alright. Okay. Intelligence is 80. My Dex should be 55, please. Okay. Intelligence 80, appearance 60, same, handsome man. Power is 50 though. Okay. 50. Education is 65. I have build is 1. That gives me like a +1 to fighting stuff. Move 4. Okay. That's all fine. Magic points 10. Starting luck is 55. Sanity is 50. Brilliant. Okay. 50. Okay. I've got a revolver and a 12 gauge shotgun. Go me. Okay. So my skills, I got accounting, not the check. Sorry, the check is what you do to say that will improve later. But this solo adventure doesn't allow for a improvement stage. So, okay. Accounting is 25. I don't have anthropology. I don't have photography. If anybody's just tuning in, we killed our dear professor in 5 minutes, so we're busting out a new character that I didn't have prepped. Okay, so we don't have a skill in photography. Bam. Or charm. Okay. But I have a credit rating of 50. Credit rating is 50%. Okay. I've got firearms. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, my fighting brawl is standard. I have firearms handgun, though, at 40. Okay. I have intimidate. Oh, okay, I don't have shotgun, though. No, I'm not trained in that. Okay. So I just have the standard 25 like everybody else. Don't have history. I do have intimidate. I'm intimidate at 50%. Excellent. Language own is English. I've got that at 65. I also can speak German. Okay. With a regular skill in that of 25. Okay. Law, I've got 20% in law. Don't have library use. I've got a 30 in listen. And then get rid of that. Then we'll jump over to persuade. I've got 30% in persuade. That should be 30 there in listen, not 3. Not 330. Perfect. Okay. Persuade. What do I have in persuade? What is Ernest Holt? Okay. Oh, I've got 40% in persuade. Okay, excellent. Get rid of that check. I have 30 in psychology. Um, 50 in spot hidden and 30 in throw. Okay, so he is clean shaven with a receding hairline and prominent eyebrows. Excellent. He is friends with Louis Grunwald and Linda Lau. Before retiring from the Navy, was Devin Wilson's commander. Okay. Well, I don't know who Devin Wilson is, but that's all right. So we've got former Navy guy. For you that don't know, I used to be in the Navy. So what do I think that helps him be able to do? Because we have 150 points to spend now. One, I'm giving him firearms, rifle, shotgun. I feel like he's trained in that. I also feel like he's probably trained in first aid. So let's give him at least 40. So let's see. Okay. Sorry. No, I'll give him a 50 in rifle, shotgun. So that means we spent 25 to get him up to 50. I feel like he's probably good with the rifle. I did my pistol and rifle qual at the same time. If he's trained with handguns, then he should be, be able to use a rifle as well. Okay, so we've got 125 points left. He's an industrialist. I'm going to bump up his psychology to, I'm going to use another 25 to bump his psychology up to 55. So then I've got 100 points to spend. I feel like if he was an officer in the Navy, he should be able to read people, understand people maybe a little better. Spot hidden. Let's jump up his stealth too. Let's get that. Let's spend 30. 30 gets us to 50%. Let's spend 40 and get up to 60% in stealth. So that means we have got 60 points left to spend. Should we make him really good at something? I could make him really good at intimidating people. Let's do that. Let's make him good at intimidating people. So I'm going to spend 30 and get that up to 80. So I've got 30 points left. And I'm going to use that on persuade, actually. So, he can intimidate you, he can persuade you. And I'm going to spend all 30 on Persuade. So we've got 70 in that. That feels okay to me. All right. Okay. So we have our boy. We have Ernest Holt. My goodness. Okay, I guess we start back at the beginning. Yeah, I think so. I think we start back at the beginning of the adventure. So I need, not that. I need, there we go. My PDF. Okay. So we start, not there. Okay. How do I start with a new character? There we go. Ernest Holt starts at entry 36. So here we go. We're going there. I believe in us, and I believe in Ernest. We're going to start at Ernest Holt's apartment. Something is wrong. I learned long ago to trust my hunches. Grunwald's telegram stopped without explanation 72 hours ago. My inquiries have gone unanswered. Should I alert my agents scattered across the globe? Judiciously sipping superb brandy, at last I decide against the employment of proxies. Grunwald hinted at mysteries beyond the capacities of mere assistants. I trust his judgment and decide to go myself. I scrawl instructions to subordinates and dictate phone messages to a secretary whom I have callously woken from a sound sleep. Okay, I kind of like this guy. He's a bit of an ass, but probably for good reason. My holdings will tend themselves for a few weeks. My passport is in order. I'll pull strings to get an assortment of visas overnight. Mere governments can't keep Ernest Holt from aiding a friend. I like this guy. A liner sails soon. Jenkins can have me packed and ready to go in an hour. I have plenty of time. It's a pity my experimental transatlantic passenger plane isn't quite ready, though that would be fun. I find myself eagerly anticipating action in the field. I feel ready for anything. I call Linda Lau at the New York Sun, a despicable rag of a newspaper, but a crackerjack young lady with lots of talent. Miss Lau has heard nothing from Grunwald. I notice her professional interest grow as I talk, and I ask her to write nothing for a few days. I'm sure there's a proper explanation, I say grandly, but somehow I know that neither of us believes the statement. Now I sleep. I'll attend to details tomorrow. When I wake, go to any New York location. Okay. We are in New York. Where should we go? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I want to eventually go get on the ship, right? I'll have to take a ship to Athens. But should I could go to the Greek consulate. Let's try going to the Greek consulate. They might have information about Grunwald. Concerning Greek criminal matters, they advise visiting the Athens Bureau of Investigation on arrival. A Kerpel Ilanis, they say, has handled the Gallier case. I ask for information about the National Museum and its treasures, but they only have an unhelpful travel brochure. They jokingly caution me about the cab drivers of Athens, and that's it. That's all I get at the Greek consulate. Okay, I'm going to jump quickly to the New York Library. and see if there is, presumably Professor Grunwald was sending back some information about stuff that's going on. So I'm going to go over to the New York Public Library. Okay. While not allowing browsers, the helpful librarians provide a selection of books on a topic. They are busy and understaffed, so only 2 topics may be researched per visit. You may go to another location and then return here in the same day. No rolls are needed for the books. It takes 2 hours to study each topic. And so I can do archaeology, Egyptology, Greece, occult, or for all others, there's another entry. So let's say that the information, like, Professor Grunwald didn't get a chance to, like, send back detailed information of what's going on, but maybe he got the words, like, cult of Aton, something like that. So let's do archaeology. Egyptology. We're going to look up Egyptology. And by the way, Ernest here is very upset that he's at the library. Right? He's not a fan. Okay. Egypt today is an engaging mixture of ancient and modern. Camels and marketplaces are side by side with motor cars and luxurious hotels. Religions of various kinds play a special role in Egypt. Some of them a most unusual nature. It is best, for example, to avoid the cult of Aten, a mysterious and perhaps dangerous group found in the major cities of Cairo and Alexandria. It says with a successful library use roll, go to 161, otherwise go to 74, but the previous entry told me that I didn't have to do a roll as long as I spent 2 hours reading. So I'm going to spend 2 hours reading, and we'll just go ahead to 161. Okay. I get specific directions to the Fazira Marketplace. 2 alternate names for the marketplace run through my mind. The place where anything can be lost or gained, and the place where souls are bartered. I idly thumb through the volume. You think you would like to go to Egypt. The place where souls are bartered. That's a great name. Okay. Okay. So, that's the wrong thing to click on. Sorry, team. Here we go. Okay, so going back to the library. New York Public Library. Here we go. I'm going to do occult because I feel like Ernest doesn't know much about the occult, and so he's like, all right, I got to brush up on some stuff before I go. Okay. Attempt the appropriate language roll for each of the following books. For each successful roll, spend 2 hours and go to the pertinent entry. I can do one in German, French, Latin, or English. And we're going to do English. We're just going to do English. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's see if we can succeed on a roll in our native language. How's that? So, a 33. Surely that is good enough for our native language of English. Surely. Let's take a peek. $65. Absolutely. Okay. So, we can read in our own language. Excellent. Okay. So, we're going to read Marvels of the Spirit World. 159. It is said that the spirits of the pharaohs haunt the pyramids, and that some unfortunates even have seen them. With a successful spot hidden roll, go to 182. Fail, you can continue looking through the books or return to the New York Public Library. Okay, so we'll do a spot hidden roll. And we are looking for, I've got a 50 in spot hidden. So we need to roll a 50 or below. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, brilliant. We got an 11. I wish it mattered that I just got like a hard success. I rolled under the half value. But that's all right. That's all right. Okay. We will do... Okay. Go to 182. I find the symbol of the cult of a 10, the so-called Egyptian death cult. I think that I may have seen that shape before. To return to New York Public Library, go to this, or to continue looking through the books, go to 41. So the symbol of a cult of a 10 is like 4 triangles, where all of their points meet in the center to form a cross. So that's cool. I wonder where I've seen that symbol before. Okay. Continue looking through the books, I guess. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to be done because I've now spent like 4 hours at the library. Okay. And now we need to leave because I can only do 2 topics per visit. Okay. So let's take a look at the ship. Can we get on the ship? So we're going to Pier 56. Okay. A representative informs me that the liner departs each Saturday at noon, reaching Athens at noon 9 days later, and Alexandria at 1 p.m. 1 day later. Tickets are available, include all meals. Okay, so Professor Grunwald died on a Monday, and then it's been at least 3 days since then. So Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is Friday, is what we're going to say. Today is Friday. And so, okay, so we'll do other stuff today, and then tomorrow we'll get straight on this ship. Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to go see, go to the New York Sun, and see if I can't, see Linda Lau. So let's go there. Okay. The New York Sun. The oft-delayed Starkweather-Moore expedition to the Antarctic nears completion with a late December departure now virtually certain. Ooh. Bremerhaven, Germany will be the expedition's jumping off point. Okay, shoot, I gotta take notes on this. Okay, a Starkweather-Moore expedition... to Antarctica will depart late December. It's like mid-September at this point. It will be, the jumping off point will be in Germany. From Bremerhaven, Germany. So that'll be its jumping off point and its last European port of call. An American professor, Dr. Tibor Galier of Miskatonic University, has been arrested for the alleged theft of an antiquity. Miskatonic's Dean Wilcox reports that a colleague, Professor Grunwald, has gone to Athens to investigate the matter for the university. If it's after September 8th, which it is, go to 95. Okay. Professor Glear's suicide has shocked and saddened the Miskatonic academic community. No word has yet come from Professor Grunwald. If it is after October 15th, it is not. Otherwise, go to any New York location. Okay, so we will end that for today. We'll say that that's all we get done on that Friday, and then we will go to sleep. And the next day, go get on the ship. So, okay, it is now Saturday, September. I've got to figure out the dates. I can do that off air, though. Okay. So, where did I just go? Here we go. Upon departure, so we're going to get on the ship. All right. Here we go. We get to do the ship things again. So we get to pick activities to do while we are on the ship. So on the first Sunday, there's one thing we go to. And starting Sunday morning, select 3 ship activities, one for AM, one for PM, one for night, each day for the days specified below. When the day arrives, go to the specified entry number and follow the entry to its conclusion. On the second Monday, you arrive in Athens. Okay. So, it's the first Sunday. What's my guy gonna do? Let's see. We can go play bingo, play bridge, go to a movie, cocktails, deck tennis. Okay. All right. So, hey, here's what we're going to do. Monday morning, we're going to play tennis in the morning. I feel like this is a guy that will play tennis. Oh, sorry, Sunday morning. Tennis in the morning. Then in the afternoon, sauna, of course. Followed by the nightclub. Absolutely. Okay. So, we will go to 73. If I've scheduled room, go to 167. If I've scheduled ship's tour, make a successful spot hidden roll for any other result. So I just do that, and I'm having a lovely day on the ship. Cool. So then on Monday, what am I gonna do? Let's again, we're gonna stroll the decks in the morning. So Monday, we're gonna take a stroll. Can I play shuffleboard at night? No, so we'll play shuffleboard. I feel like that Ernest is like, really active. He's one of those old guys that's like, I need to be doing something at all times. So we're gonna do shuffleboard. And then at night, we're gonna go have cocktails. I think he maybe found the nightclub was a little much. But, I imagine he's more of a, cocktails at a jazz lounge kind of place. But I guess I am thinking of, modern nightclubs and not 1920s nightclubs. Okay, on Monday, I did choose stroll decks in the morning, or go to cocktail party at night. I did that. I chose 2 of those. So we're going to go to 83. Okay. Then go to 69. Nice. Two foreigners stand on the deck. The tall fellow wears a robe with a cowl. He is perhaps Arabic or Turkish. A shorter fellow, ferret-like, looks in my direction. Though they seem out of place on the ship, they make me feel uncomfortable. Move on a day and go to 187. Okay, so now it's Tuesday. Okay, I just saw two dudes. Okay. All right, so it's Tuesday. So they made me kind of nervous. So I think maybe he's going to keep an eye out for them. So I want to stay. Basically, I think he wants to be like out and about all day, right? For the chance of like running into those guys again or hearing them. So like we're going to do rest on deck chairs and stroll decks. Like that's just what he's going to be doing all day. He's going to be stroll, and hanging out in the deck chairs. Trying to see if he can find these guys. Okay. So this is the third day. This is Tuesday of our sailing adventure. Okay. But nothing happens. I didn't choose any of the correct activities to get something. So we'll go on a day, and we're actually going to do the same thing on Wednesday, right? He's got an eye out. He's got an eye out for everybody. So on Wednesday, we're going to like stroll and hang out in the deck chairs. Okay, if I chose stroll decks, perfect, go to 135. Okay. As I walk down a corridor, attempt a spot hidden roll. So my spot hidden is 50%. So let's see what we can do. 39, excellent. Okay, if successful, I notice a small Egyptian fellow lurking ahead of me. I may have seen him before. He holds something in his hand. If I notice the lurker, you took a side passage and quickened my pace. Now I hear footsteps scurrying after me. Is it only my imagination, or are the corridor lights dimming? Make a successful knowledge roll, so that's education. What is my education? That's up here. I've got a 65 in education. So let's give that a shot. I've got a decent chance of rolling below it. Oh my gosh, I got a 3. That's amazing. Okay, so I rolled a 3. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Sorry, ignore. I'm trying to get those like border things off, but I failed. I really rolled a 3, I promise. So I rolled a 3. To read. Okay, so I make a successful knowledge roll to reach the deck and the safety of the promenade. Move on a day, and go to the ship activity table. So he has something in his hand. Okay. I want to look for these guys. I'm going to add to my stroll and resting on the deck chairs, I'm going to add a trip to the library. Because maybe there was something there, you know? So let's do stroll, library, deck chairs on Thursday. Okay. So Thursday, you go here. Okay. Okay. So this is like if I chose to stroll the decks, go to 135, which is where we just went to. Then we get to go to 579 instead. Okay. A chance flirtation leads me to the ship's casino. I win one D100 at the table. Okay? So let's roll 1D100. How much money did I win? $8 whole. Great. I won $8. That's fun. Okay, 187. So Friday, I'm still keeping an eye out for those guys. I want to see what they had in their hand. So I don't know of a better way to do that than just same thing. Stroll, library, deck chairs. That's what we're doing on Friday. Okay, go to 126. Brilliant. So this gets me, if I chose library, then I get to go to 155. Perfect. The library is deserted. Well, peace and quiet is just what I crave. I'm examining the newest Agatha Christie novel when a short, sullen-looking fellow enters the room, followed by a tall man wearing a cowl. These should be the same people I saw earlier. That's awesome. Okay. I nod uneasily and then return to my book, uncomfortably aware that they're moving nearer. I look up again. The short man smiles and pulls out a gleaming dagger. If I have a weapon, make a dex roll to see if I get it out before the dagger lands. Cool. I've got a weapon. So I've got a handgun. What's my firearms roll? I'm assuming I'm gonna have my handgun in my hand. I've got a 40% on my handgun. Sorry, let me pull that up so you guys can see firearms handgun there at the bottom. Excellent. Okay. So we got to beat a 4. No, sorry, we're doing a dex check, not a firearms check. So I've got to get under a 55 for my dex. Okay. Ooh, 53 team. Excellent. Okay, so I've successfully get my gun out before they stab me with a knife. If I manage... Oh, okay, so I get... Okay, sorry. If I manage to wound him for 8 or more hit points of damage, he breaks off the attack and falls unconscious. He'll continue to stab while you fight back or dodge. If I have a handgun, you may fire on your turn at point-blank range. Gain a bonus die for your attack roll. Okay. So, I get to shoot first. And so now I'm going to I basically get a roll with advantage. So I'm going to roll, that's not strictly the way, normally you just roll your tens place die twice, but you keep the ones place. But I don't know how to make this dice roller do that. So, okay, I'm going to fire with my handgun. So I need to beat a 40 to deal damage. Okay, so let's see. My first roll's a 28. That's success. Okay. And so I think I've got... How much damage does that do? My revolver is 1d10 plus 2. Okay. So let's... clear my dice, and I'll roll 1d10. Plus 1, plus 1. Okay, so it's a 1d10 plus 2. For a total of, I just dealt him 10 points of damage with my gun. So that's, okay, so that's more than 8 points of damage. He breaks off the attack and falls unconscious. Okay. If my attack forces him to break off, which it did, his tall companion stands at the library entrance, blocking my escape. I can shoot or try to hit the tall hooded figure. As I launch a desperate series of attacks to make my escape, I see that my bullets are going through him into the bulkhead as if he were a ghost. His inhuman glowing eyes are now visible within the gloom of the cowl. And I feel a deathly chill in the air. Make a sanity roll. Wow. Okay, let's make a sanity roll. My sanity is... I've got a sanity of 50, so let's see what we can do. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I've got to clear these dice. Do this, do that, and then clear all dice and roll a D100. Okay. Oh, that's a 68. I failed that. Yeah, because my starting sanity is 50. Okay, so... Okay. It says 0 over 1d6. Oh, okay, so if I had succeeded, it would have been 0. So let's roll 1d6. So I'm going to lose 1d6 points of sanity. And roll... Okay, so I lose 4 sanity points. Okay. Okay, so let's mark that on our character sheet. My sanity, is... I lose 4 points. Sorry, I'm down to 46 sanity. Okay. For seeing the horror. And now I have to make a luck check. On a successful luck roll. Only a successful luck roll can save me now. Wow. Okay, so let's roll for luck. What is my luck? What's my luck, team? My luck... I've got a luck of 55. So, let's see if we can do it. Rolling a D100. Ooh. That failed. So, this is... if you fail, you know with certainty that this is the end. So I've killed another character, friends. We've killed a second character. And I think that's probably where we're going to go ahead and end it today. We made no progress in saving the world. Absolutely none. And we killed 2 characters. So I feel real good about that. I hope you guys do too. And I will make up, I think Linda Lau, is who we will be seeing next time, now that 2 of her friends are dead. So I'll see you guys next month. I know we only went for an hour, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because I don't want to build another character on stream. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Yeah, and remember that it's dangerous to go alone. Bye, team.